Mall of America. It's home to world-class shopping, great dining, and amazing attractions and events. And these are our stories, presented by Bloomington, Minnesota Travel and Tourism. Hello, Mall of America fans. Welcome to So Much More. I am Jill Renzel, your host for this very special edition of So Much More. It's all about Valentine's Day because it is February. Love is in the air, and I have some of my fabulous friends with me to talk about all things Valentine's Day. So first off, Dan, my co-host today. You guys all know Dan, a fan favorite.
Here we go.
SJ, Sarah
Good
Johnson.
morning.
We're going to go by SJ today because we have two Sarahs in the house.
Yes.
So she's our marketing director here and has lots of fun things from our tenants. And Sarah Rogers, our trend correspondent and our specialist. So Sarah Rogers, welcome. All three of you. Excited for this conversation.
I am too.
Like I said, February is all about love.
Yes.
And we have a couple days left for people to quickly gather their plans, whether they're making reservations, finding fun gift ideas. And just a fun fact from the industry, Valentine's Day is a huge retail holiday. And so looking at the National Retail Federation, they are predicting over $27.5 billion spent on Valentine's Day.
How
so
much?
that's $27.5 billion on Valentine's Day. So that equates to about $188 per person on their spend. I mean, if you think about
sense,
dining,
though.
gifts, sending cards, things like that. So, I mean, because we always think about, spending something for or having special occasions with our partner, but you also give things for your gifts to your family and your kids and your friends and so many fun things that are happening. So we're going to prep our listeners, our viewers on all the fun things. So I have first find out your knowledge about Valentine's Day. There are 5 categories of gifts that are the top gifts that consumers give to their loved ones for Valentine's Day. So let's see if you guys can get those 5 categories. So Sarah, you up first. What's your category?
Well,
they're all about equal too, so don't worry.
Are they? Oh, okay. Good. Let's see if I can nail one. Jewelry.
That is number one. So 22% of people give jewelry for Valentine's Day. Dan, what do you think?
I've clearly skewed that number because I've never given jewelry, but how about candy?
Ding, 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 ding. That is the number one at 56%. SJ?
Okay. Well, I was going to go with those two, but I'm going to go beauty next.
Sorry, beauty is not on the list. But I think it is a great trend because there's I always think fragrance too in that beauty category. So I think that is a great gift idea, especially if you're giving for like your gal friends and things like that.
Thank you, Jill.
It's great. So even though it didn't make the national list, I'm going to give it to you. But
Thank you.
Sarah, what do you think?
It makes our list, SJ.
Thank you.
Well, would there be something with food, dining?
Yes, an evening out. So 35% of people go out. And actually, it's interesting. Only about 50% of the country celebrates Valentine's Day, which I think is very interesting with like a special token of something. But yes, an evening out, 35% of people go out. So there's 2, and these are very obvious
Flowers.
Thank you.
You gotta have flowers. Flowers go with candy.
Yes,
that is
40% of the people do flowers. And this one might not be as obvious because you might not think of this as a gift, but what is the last one?
I was thinking cards.
Yes, greeting cards.
Thank you.
Good
I got
one.
there.
So 40% of people give cards for Valentine's
pretty
Day.
good.
So you guys did a good job. So let's keep talking about gifts. So those that are watching on YouTube, we have some fabulous gifts displayed in front of us. So if you're listening, we'll do our best to describe these to paint the picture for you. But there's a lot of fun things sitting out here. So Sarah, can you get us started on some of the
Well, let's
gift
start
ideas?
with the jewelry. I went to Little Words Project. They're known for their fabulous jewelry because it's an opportunity for you to tell your story, really, with the messages that you can put on a bracelet. And they have what they call their Love Club collection. And that's what you're seeing here. So look for beautiful colors. You're seeing the pinks and the greens and the blues. And guess what? They have a collaboration with Sweetheart Candy.
Oh, cute.
Do you
So
remember
smart.
Sweetheart? Because
Yes.
they are
I love
kind of the
Sweethearts.
original message
You
on
go
the
through the
heart.
little box to find the
Yes,
sayings that were appropriate
yes.
for the different people. Yes.
Yes. So they have a collaboration. So you'll see charms. You've got so many great items to pick
cute.
from. And then they also have a bead station. So you can put together your own
Interactive.
bracelet. So it could be mine that you say, and it could be for Galentine's Day.
We love Galentine's Day,
Yeah,
which is
we
when,
do.
Sarah,
Yeah.
when's Galentine's Day?
The day before Valentine's
before,
Day, so the
yes.
13th.
Spend the special day with your
So
gal
that could
pals.
be a great opportunity, to have a little fun with your crew. Put together and just think of how significant it is to look at your wrist and see that message of inspiration or love sentiment. So I love that as a gift idea.
Fantastic. Dan, you have some fabulous books in front of you. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I will, but I have to say I know about Galentine's Day because I watched the movie Valentine's Day. You ever watch that?
No.
It's fun, and it's in there,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's pretty fun. So I do have, the special someone, plural, in my life are my grandkids, right? So I have 3 grandkids. So I love to give them books. So I have an assortment of books for those viewing in front of me for ages 9 down to 3, which are my grandkids' age, including funny love jokes for kids. And
You
I'm
need to buy that for Chris Segla.
I know. Oh, yeah.
She would
Someone on our
love
team that loves to integrate jokes into everything that she does.
Well, I don't think that'll work for Chris because these are funny jokes. So
Oh, Dan.
Ouch.
Don't let her hear this.
Hopefully Chris is not listening to this.
Chris, I love you. I'm just
Chris.
kidding. But it's so much fun. But I also give them a little gift card because that's something we forget about sometimes. We do it at the holidays. But if you can't find that special gift, so I bought them all a book. I don't know that they'll be their special books, so they can also go pick something out for themselves. So for me, that's a good way to give them something that's not candy related for this holiday.
I love that you brought up
Fantastic.
gift cards because being a mom of college students, so hopefully
Yeah.
they don't listen to this right away because they're going to be getting these in the mail.
Yeah.
But I always load a ton of gift cards for the places that they like to frequent. And
Yep.
so it makes it easy. And they appreciate it because they're not as big as Sweet Tooth fans. And
Exactly.
so being able to give them something that they can really enjoy and appreciate. So
I love
the
it.
gift cards.
I love it.
Everyone loves a gift card,
They
right?
do.
Yes.
Can't
And
go wrong.
SJ, you have some fabulous Lego products in front of you. Talk to us about Lego.
Do. So Lego has done a really great job for a long time, but over the last couple of years, I would say bringing something to the table per season. So we have some really, for those of you watching, some really fun sets, both big and small. So you can make little custom flowers. You can do a wreath, like a heart wreath. And Jill's pulling up our big love Lego set, which is
Yes.
really fun. So there's essentially something for every age and every person. But I love that Lego is bringing something to the table that just, it's fun, it's interactive. It's also really cute.
And
you
beautiful
can-
display.
Yes, and display it. So it's fun to see what
Yes.
they're doing.
So I'm super intrigued because it actually says 18 plus. So this is actually for
Oh.
adults.
Oh, I'm surprised
Well, it's about
that.
love.
No, but I've never seen. I don't know if I've ever seen that on a Lego box before. That it's
Yeah.
actually
I
like
haven't
an
either.
adult-focused kit. That's very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
And they have pictures of adults on the back
do.
making it. So
Yeah.
It must be pretty
So that-
integrated.
well, what a
Is it
great
a custom
night for like a first date or
That
something.
is. Yeah,
right?
that is fun.
Well,
It could be
really
kind of
nice
fun.
idea.
That's very
Really,
fun.
activities are
Yeah.
always great.
Yeah, those
Finding
Lego
something to do.
flowers. You guys have probably been hearing all about that.
Yes.
They're all over the place, and
They
people
are.
love those. So
People
I
are
think that's
collecting
really
them.
fun.
They're
They
that
are.
beautiful.
Yeah.
When you see them up close and personal,
Yeah.
they're gorgeous.
And you can make bouquets. If you
Yes.
see their storefront, they have a bunch of bouquets
Yes.
so you can collect them in.
It's beautiful. And on social media, I've seen people like using centerpieces, Lego
Yes.
centerpieces, and they look
Yeah.
cool. They
Yes,
really do.
they are.
And it's also pride, right? The family or the kids made them. And
Yes, yes.
Well, it's fun
a
to
big
have
piece.
a nice Lego feature or figure that you can keep assembled and display. 'Cause sometimes they're awkward, like where do you put these or what do you do with them? And I think those are super cool because it is a nice display that you can have out for people to
and
enjoy.
affordable too. Didn't you mention that
Yeah.
one of those boxes right there?
$10 and below.
$10.
Absolutely.
So if you
Are looking for
And-
that deal or
looking for a
cost
budget.
effective.
yeah, a lot of times with Legos, you don't know what to. I have like an 8-foot Eiffel Tower in my living room.
Do you?
No, I don't.
You could have
But I know there's someone out there that does.
that last time we were visiting. I love that. Sarah, can you talk a little bit about the water drop?
Yes. This is from Water Drop. And it's a gift that keeps on giving, actually, because if you have somebody on your list that you want to help to stay hydrated, the Water Drop store has these steel, stainless steel water bottles. And you can see a variety of colors there.
They're beautiful.
And what I liked about them, too, is that they can be personalized. You can
Yep.
Yeah,
have them
engrave
engraved
them.
in store. So I thought that was really sweet. And then they also have the micro drink cubes, and people are just loving those in a lot of different flavors. We brought in a lot of the raspberry just because of the holiday color being red or pink, right? But what people love about those, they are from natural ingredients or plant extracts and zero sugar, 100% flavor.
huge.
So really, really good. You can even taste them when you come in there to purchase it. They've got some samples of the different flavors for you to sample, but really great gift idea to give to someone.
So you talked about low sugar. Now
Mm-hmm.
I love high sugar. One of the best things to give for Valentine's Day if you do like the sweet treats, because actually chocolate this is a little fun fact, chocolate became a Valentine's tradition thanks to Cadbury. I'm sure we've all enjoyed Cadbury over the, I mean, I think they're more known for like the Easter time frame, but definitely for Valentine's as well. And so in the 1800s, Richard Cadbury created the very first heart-shaped chocolate box that boosted sales for chocolates for Valentine's Day. Okay. So we do have some great places to buy chocolates. So
M&M store would be a good one to go in. And I was talking about customization. You can get some of your M&Ms customized there too with your picture on it. So they've got on the second floor a little kiosk that you can go to. It is so much fun to go into that store. You'll be surprised on the collaborations. Even for somebody on your list that loves designer, they have a collaboration with Kate Spade. So M&M and Kate Spade have a partnership. So really fun options if you want to make it a sweet day.
Yeah, I like it.
Dan, do you have a favorite chocolate that frequents your office?
Well, I love all chocolates. I always have a huge bowl of Lindt chocolate in my office. I'm like the most frequent buyer person in the Lindt store here on level 2, just saying. But they're really good. And they do special flavors throughout the year too. And they have special flavors right now for Valentine's Day. And they have special packaging as well. So you can buy, and it's not just all traditional hearts. They have a special gold foil bear with a heart on it, which is really cute. So Lindt has a lot of options, but I pretty much like every chocolate.
And I like that you buy it because I come and eat it.
I know. I'm always sneaking in his office. Like, is anybody watching? Grab a couple for his little treat. So also talk about dining out. Valentine's Day is a big night to have dinner. So if you don't have reservations yet, hopefully you can still get something locked in. Esther, do you want to talk a little bit about restaurant options here at the mall?
Yes, we have a variety. And for those of you listening, but also watching, please go to mallofamerica.com/Valentine's Day for all details. But from a dining perspective, Benihana is a fantastic interactive option. You can sit down, you get a show with it. It's a little bit more fun and playful. Cure Sushi is also something really fun if you want to go that angle. They have a little robot that delivers you waters. It's fun. It's interactive, a little different, very specific. And then they have conveyor belts too that you can take your sushi off of. So just a cute date night idea. And then also if you're looking for something a little bit more elevated, Fire Lake Grill House is really fantastic too, and they have great cocktails and a completely different experience, but we have a nice variety of different places that you can book with here at Mall of America.
We do have some really nice fine dining options that are a great date night. So I do love Fire Lake. Also Cedar and Stone's great.
Fantastic.
Crave is one of my favorites. And they have special menus, a lot of these places for Valentine's Day. And so on our website, a lot of the folks that are logged on with Open Table, you can actually make your reservations right there through our website. So it makes it really convenient. And usually tables for 2 are still maybe available, but definitely don't procrastinate till Friday night to get that reservation. But we also have a lot of great date night options in addition to dining. So if you come out to dine, whether it's a day date or if it's for evening, whatever that might be, what are some of the other things that you guys find as your favorites for date ideas here at the mall?
Well, I take all of my first dates. It's actually a combination of dining and to Cadillac Ranch and ride the bull, which is probably why I'm still single. This is. I'm kidding.
Dan, I don't know if I could handle that.
Things that are just kidding, everyone. What I think is really fun is some of our new attractions. So first of all, there's some new escape games at Escape Game, which is new rooms there, and I love that. But one of our new ones too is Activate, and I've done that once now, and I was exhausted. But it was fun, whether it's for a date or if you're taking your family for Valentine's Day. I loved it. It was so much fun.
Yeah. I feel like it might be cheesy because I feel like we think of it a little bit more for children, but like Build-A-Bear is really cute too. And I think that that's where Valentine's Day comes in for all ages and really fun. So I feel like Build-A-Bear is a really fun additional element. And then of course, hitting all the treat spots. Like I want to go do all, not just from a dining standpoint, but Nothing Bundt Cakes is so delicious. We have Carlos Bakery. We have all of these other spots that have a little sweet treat you can get on the go.
A little scavenger hunt. You can make a little list.
Oh, yes.
I kind of like that, actually.
Sarah, do you have any fun date ideas?
Date night. You're talking to the wrong person about that because I would want just to go shopping and people watching. Of
We can do
course.
that.
We can do that too. That's a
options.
scavenger hunt.
And
Yes.
stop and get the popcorn.
Oh, that's a good one too. Popcorn.
One of my favorites is Museum of Illusions. I think
yeah.
it's a great date night option for friends, for couples. It's really interactive, fun photo ops, about an hour and a half. It depends how long you'd want to take in there. But then people also forget that we have a movie theater here.
Yeah.
We have a comedy club
beautiful
here.
one.
Like
Yeah.
lots
I
of
love the
fun
comedy
things
club.
Yeah.
for
That was
people
a
to
good
do.
Yeah.
And so even if you don't get a chance to do it this week for Valentine's Day, very fun options to think about as you're planning things in the future. So and why not jump on a roller coaster while
Yes.
you're at it?
I mean,
right?
add it
We've got a
too.
couple of those too.
Yeah.
Or axe throwing.
Or
I mean,
axe throwing,
honestly,
yeah.
there's so much here. You could have like your first 50 dates
Absolutely.
here, right?
Dan, that's a good one too.
That would be a good movie to make.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great lead in because we've had a lot of people get engaged here. So after all of their dates that they have, they sometimes get engaged here. We've had some very interesting engagements because if you guys didn't know, behind Valentine's Day, you have Christmas
Yep.
and New Year's are the top 3 holidays where people get engaged or when
makes
they get
sense.
engaged. And so we've had some fun stories here. So I'm going to look to Dan to get us started with whether it was a wedding, a vow renewal, or engagement. We've had some fun ones.
We've had more than 10,000 weddings at Mall of America. Can you believe that?
Wow.
10,000. Well, we had the wedding chapel for so many years.
Many years. I remember that.
And I was up for a couple of those. One was a Valentine's themed one where everyone was in pink, the groom, everyone. It was awesome, right? And then I remember another one up there where half of the audience was I think the bride side was all Green Bay Packers and the groom side was all Minnesota Vikings gear, which was so much fun. But then we've had people get married, and we have big weddings too, right? To kind of get media attention. We had people get married on the Ferris wheel, which was so much fun, right? And we got media attention. We built an ice palace in our north lot one year, and it was so cold. And on Valentine's Day that year, we had a nationally televised wedding for, I think there was 7 or 8 couples, and it was really cold. In fact, if I remember right, I think Nordstrom opened early to help us get some jackets for the brides because it was so cold.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
And it was so much fun. We've had people, we had couples get married on the Pepsi Orange Streak. All the brides in their bridal gowns on the left side, all the grooms in their tuxes on the right.
Oh, that's
the
cute,
families
too.
were up on the loading dock, and a justice of peace said, had them do their vows and talked about the ups and downs of married life together. And bam, off they went. And then one of my favorite ones, and we've done it twice now, is a wedding down in Sea Life in the Shark Tank. The first time it was broadcast live on the Today Show, and a shark actually knocked the veil off of the bride.
Oh my gosh.
It was so much fun,
A
right?
little too close for
Close
comfort.
for comfort. Yes. So scary, but love it.
But we've also done some really cool engagements, including more than once we've had people get engaged. We had one in the Rotunda that I was here for that I remembered. It was just beautiful. It was a veteran. And then there was a lady who I happen to know who was proposed to on the very top of the Log Chute. And
I
they
know this
stopped.
person.
You know that. You
Yes.
do know
Oh,
that
you
person
do?
and the
Yes.
story. It's so much fun, right?
Yes.
And he turned around to propose, and then the operator said, "You must sit down." Or it's I forget what it was, but it was
just
so
a
hilarious.
safety and
Yes.
acknowledgement where it's like, you can't do that.
Yep.
Yes.
She's
And
like,
then
"I'm getting proposed to."
as they plunged down the hill, what did she say? I
do that. She screamed it all the way down. It was awesome. And she's still a friend today who's
She
in
is.
this
And they're
marketplace.
still married.
And they're still married.
Very happily married.
Yep, they're still
Yes.
married,
Happily
and yep, it was awesome. So love takes many forms here, which is awesome.
And
Beautiful.
we get to be part of it,
We
which
do.
I love. I mean, we've had so many situations where we've had brides and grooms reach out to us to coordinate a proposal, whether it's during an event, in the movie theaters, through different forms. And it's been so much fun because we love to be part of that. We love to help make it special for them. So
Absolutely.
never know what's around the corner. Never know what's going to happen. But we do have some fun events that are taking place as well.
Yes.
You talk about the Log Chute, and actually
Yes.
our team loves to take advantage of themes and holidays to change out the Log Chute. So
Yes.
Sarah, do you want to share a little bit about that?
So the Log Chute is being transformed into the Love Chute.
Of
And
course
now
it is.
until February 17th. So that'll be an awesome experience for sure.
There's
Yes.
a lot
Lots
of
of
pink
memories
involved and a
there.
lot of hearts involved. And it's a nice surprise because a lot of people enter that ride and they're not expecting it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it has romantic music playing. It's fun.
Very cute.
But I mean, that's a great one where you can just do a one-off ride in Nickelodeon Universe. You don't have to go all day. But if you're going to have
Yes.
dinner and you want to go on the Love Chute, and then maybe you grab a movie or
Yeah.
a kind of, like
Nice
you can really
layer.
package it all together to make a really special day.
You
And then, of
really
course,
can.
shop a little bit so you can bring something home with
That's
you.
what
'cause
I'm
Sarah
talking
wants
about. Shop a little bit.
And popcorn.
Yeah.
And popcorn.
Yes.
Both are needed.
popcorn.
I'm addicted to popcorn.
Yes.
I love that.
The other thing is if you are a dancing machine, on Friday night we have our swing night. And so it's a special Valentine's themed swing dancing night. So it's in the Huntington Bank Rotunda from 6:30 to 8:30. So whether you're a beginner or you're a novice dancer, like come and enjoy it. It's so much fun. So the entire rotunda is filled with people dancing away with live music. It's a really fun event.
So everyone's
Absolutely.
welcome, whether
Absolutely.
you're
Yeah.
a novice or not.
Absolutely. And they're really supportive, right? So some people are very good
Yep.
and others are just learning. And it's a really supportive group. It's fun.
I love that.
Yep.
I
Very
love
inviting.
Fun. So I would love for each one of you to share a holiday memory from Valentine's Day, maybe a tradition that you've had with your family or with your partner, or just something fun to share, a story that you've had over the years, or maybe it's a story here at the mall. So SJ, would you like to get us
I
started?
would love to. I'm going to start with Galentine's Day. I feel like that's something that I really love that in college all my girlfriends started to do. I feel like it really picked up momentum, over 10 years ago. It's been around for a long time. But I would say each year celebrating with my same girlfriends is one of the best memories that I have. And it's just like having wine and dinner and like a little card for each other and some candy. But it's a nice additional layer, which I really love and appreciate.
Well, now you can do it out at Mall of America.
I know. I got to pitch them on a new option.
All these different options.
Yes.
Dan, how about you?
Well, I have a lot of really fun memories. A lot of them revolve around when my son was little. When he was just 1 year old over Valentine's Day, he was in the hospital and he was really sick with RSV. And I just remember sitting there, even at that scary time thinking, what a precious gift. And this is what love is all about, right? So it was even though it was a hard time, it was a really rewarding time because I got to be there with him. And then I think just watching my grandkids and the excitement they have. Well, it doesn't matter. They're going to love the books. They're going to love everything. Kids have a wonderful outlook on life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sarah, how about you?
We're pretty low key for Valentine's Day. We believe in love throughout the years, so it doesn't take Valentine's Day for my guy to give me a special gift or for me to think of him. So, might be giving him a candle just because he loves candles or a new tie. This one's from his closet too.
It's very chic.
Because he wears ties all the time. And for him, he knows I love salmon too. So he just may, stop at the deli and they go, they have a new sauce or whatever, teriyaki or whatever, and bring that, home for me just out of the blue. And even if I have dinner planned, he knows I'll reheat it. And he can never go wrong when he brings me home popcorn, even if I just had dinner. He said, I brought you home some popcorn. So it's about celebrating each other and
That is a great reminder to everybody that you don't have to wait for February 14th to do something special. And that's what my husband says too. He's like, every day should be Valentine's Day. So I'm still waiting for those flowers to arrive.
I was just to say, what are your plans for Valentine's Day, Jill?
We're going to do dinner. We're newly empty nesters. So we're kind of looking forward to trying out a new restaurant and doing dinner this week. But it's one of my favorite traditions that we had when the kids were little is we always ordered the heart-shaped pizza.
Yeah.
So we would have that for dinner and the kids always thought that was lots of fun. And there were lots of brands that would do that. But it's always a challenge to figure out. It seems like such a small list of gifts that are associated with Valentine's Day. So it's trying to be creative and try to create that personalization. I think we have some great ideas in front of us, but it's just being creative. And I think it's more about the moment and the experience that you have together versus the material items. And that's why we were leaning into all the date ideas and fun things because those are the memories that you're really going to capture and be able to share with each other. So
Absolutely.
I
we'll
love
wrap
that.
it up with a little bit more trivia.
Okay. Here we go.
No, so I thought this was interesting. We didn't talk about pets, but believe it or not, that in the U.S., 27.6 million households buy a Valentine's Day gift for their pets.
Wow.
So I think that is super fun. I mean, even if
do
it's just a
too.
little treat, because they should share in the fun of the holiday,
Should.
right?
Have you bought any yet?
Not yet, but now I'm feeling guilty and I probably need to pick up something for Remy because she would love to have a little treat. So here's my trivia. So how many, because we talked about flowers flowers being one of the number one items. So millions, so that's a hint. Millions of roses are sold every year. Ooh. So around how many millions of roses are grown for Valentine's Day each year, with red roses being the most popular?
In the U.S.
In the U.S. SJ, what do you think? Millions.
This might feel extreme. 50 million?
I was going to say, guess at that too.
Higher.
No,
it's higher?
I would say 872 million.
That's a little high.
Oh.
Sarah. So between...
So 850, let's go with 250 million.
Woohoo! She hit it right on the money. Way to go, Sarah.
I need to go play the lottery today.
Yeah, go buy a lottery
I'm
ticket.
usually not that good.
250 million roses are grown each year for
I was
Valentine's
including
Day.
baby roses too. I'm so sorry.
All of the roses.
Had I known you meant just I would have. I'm sorry.
Standard size rose. I should have specified that. I'm sure it would have changed your answer. I love it. Well, you guys, thank you so much. And I hope each of you have a very happy Valentine's Day.
Thank
and to
you.
all of our
Same
viewers
to
and
you.
listeners, happy Valentine's Day to all of you. We have so many things to offer at Mall of America. So check us out on our website, mallofamerica.com. On the homepage, there's a specific area for Valentine's Day. So everything from reservations to gift ideas to fun events and activities to do. So enjoy and just have a really special day with your family and friends and your loved ones. So with that, that's going to do it for this episode of So Much More. Stay tuned next time and we'll see you soon. Thanks for listening to So Much More, a Mall of America podcast. Subscribe wherever you find your favorite podcasts. This show is presented by Bloomington, Minnesota Travel and Tourism.